Elon Musk has always distinguished himself as one of the most prolific technology developers, as well as one of the most visionary and ingenious men in the world. This has not only brought him closer to his dreams, but has also allowed his charges to achieve the goals they share with the entrepreneur. Of course, having all that money and brains doesn't always equate to making wise decisions, and the latest proof that Elon is also wrong comes from his most recent purchase, Twitter. The Bluebird social network caught the attention of the SpaceX and Tesla founder, which is why the tycoon has become an object of ridicule from some entrepreneurs. While some of his staunchest fans justify that purchase and the subsequent doubts it has raised for the man regarding the issue of fake accounts and too many bots, there are many entrepreneurs who have said that his choice of purchase was wrong. That was done with little or no analysis on the platform. Skeptics range from the likes of Bezzos and Gates to cryptocurrency developers such as Jackson Palmer. Of course, criticism hurts no matter where it comes from, so today we'll take a look at the Tesla founder's reaction to the Dogecoin co-creator's talk of buying it. For those who follow Elon Musk or Jackson Palmer on social media networks, you know that the two characters do not seem to have a cordial relationship. Despite this, and until now, it seemed that they were unwilling to make statements implicating each other or any of their businesses. Or at least, that was what they were doing until a few days ago, the Dogecoin co-founder made strong statements about the tycoon. It all started a few days ago, when Palmer decided to accept an interview from an Australian news site, Crikey. In said program, the entrepreneur stated that a few years ago, he contacted the billionaire as he wanted to sell him a newly created bot, which was able to identify certain types of crypto scams. The boy sent him several messages via Twitter and commented that from the very first moment, he realized that Musk didn't understand what he was talking about. Quote, "He didn't understand the coding as well as he thought he did," Jackson said, because he didn't know how to run the Python script, a programming language widely used in process automation. Of course, that revelation stuck with Palmer, and over the years, the now entrepreneur has declared Musk to be nothing more than a con man. Quote, "He sells a vision in the hope that one day he can deliver what he promises, but he doesn't know it. He's very good at pretending he knows." That's very evident with Tesla's promise of fully autonomous driving. Those blunt statements emerged from Palmer's social media accounts, and since then, both the owner and founder of Tesla have spoken out, all because of something that happened several years ago. Of course, the world's richest man could not stay silent for long, and was quick to respond to Palmer's accusations against him. All of this using the same crudeness that the Dogecoin co-founder used to refer to his person. Quote, "My kids wrote better code when they were 12 than the nonsense script Jackson sent me. If it's that good, you should share it with the world and improve everyone's Twitter experience." Those words not only sparked a series of offensive comments against Jackson Palmer, but put Elon Musk back at the center of a controversy. Some supporters were quick to speak out against Musk because he was exaggerating what Palmer said. However, others agreed that the SpaceX founder was doing the right thing against such slander. Did he do the right thing against Palmer's slander? We don't know, but what we can say is that the Dogecoin co-founder responded by sharing the code for said bot. The whole thing has been on the GitHub site for 4 years, and from the amount of downloads it shows, a lot of people have benefited from Palmer's bot, which shows that Jackson didn't stick with that program, and that he actually finished the project for himself. Despite this, the fact that only a few people know about its effectiveness is still up in the air. That's it. We're halfway through the video, and as a way of supporting our content and the topics we bring you regularly, we'd like to ask for your help by leaving us a like. If you do, YouTube will share the video and more people who are also interested in international business and entrepreneurship content. So help us grow. Already got that like? Let's continue. The fact that neither side has relented in their comments via Twitter suggests that the conflict is much bigger than initially thought. The flaw in all of this is that no one seems to know what problems the two creators have, and almost everyone has simply become a bystander, leaving Musk and Palmer to fend for themselves. Of course, people don't always just watch, and these moments of heightened tension are distinguished by some major event involving one of the two. For example, when Musk claimed that the code was too simple and even easy to execute, Jackson defended his work, claiming that he had never implied that his bot was an extremely complex creation. Quote, "This simple script has served to detect and report account phishing. Since then, they have evolved their tactics. I've shared it with a lot of people, and they've got a lot." Similarly, Palmer also made it clear that, following a chat he had had with Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, he had revealed to him that for several years, he had been looking for a program or bot that had the ability to run a script very similar to the one Palmer had created. In Jackson's words, the chat took place in 2018, so there is no way to verify his words or even the fact that the conversation took place. Again, he said that the code, while ineffective, had the ability to block and identify some scams, but like any other development, it required updates. These upgrades should focus on the new ways of being a user, as the subjects themselves and their machines would also be more hardened and could achieve any process. Although Palmer's latest statements focused more on his work and how he had developed the anti-fraud bot, Elon Musk continued to attack Palmer's method of working, and even made a whole series of statements that left the former owner of Dogecoin. This was not only because Musk had always encouraged the use of cryptocurrencies in his companies, to the point of accepting Doge as a method of payment, but also because he hinted at a certain touchy subject within his messages. Quote, "Palmer always forgets to mention that he didn't write a single line of Dogecoin code." That's right. In the words of Elon Musk, Jackson Palmer was not responsible for creating and shaping most of the project involving the meme cryptocurrency. According to his comments, Palmer only did a couple lines of the algorithm, and that's it. That was his entire involvement. Those words fired up many Twitter users, but when Palmer enlisted the help of Billy Marcus, the other creator and founder of Dogecoin, he received the coup de grace. Quote, "The people who followed us did exponentially more than Jackson or I did in the code base. I think I wrote like 20 lines of code and copied the rest." With that statement, Billy not only let Palmer off on a bad note on the Dogecoin issue, but also seemed to put an end to the verbal feud between Musk and his former partner. While it is true that Dogecoin was created for the purpose of playing some pranks on network users, they have proven in recent years that they can be far more useful than originally expected. Therefore, although Palmer no longer works at the company, his statement may affect cryptocurrencies in terms of volatility and market variations. The same goes for Musk and the companies he owns. I hope they realize their mistakes. And with this last comment, we close today's video. While we know that Elon Musk didn't make the best decision when he set eyes on Twitter, you could say that Jackson Palmer's words have been somewhat strong and without much substance. Or do you know something that the rest of us don't know about the Tesla owner? Do you know what his real intentions are following the acquisition of the social network? Whatever he has planned for the Bluebird network, we will find out in time. For now, we can say that both Elon and Jackson have responded to the situation in a childish manner, so we hope that in the coming days, they will put the dispute aside. If you want to leave your thoughts on the matter, we recommend you use the comment box. You can also send suggestions for new videos. Thank you very much for sticking around until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and give us your like. See you next time.